So I came across a particular story about bullying, and the UK media is a bit hush-hush about it. They're pretending that this story is not out there, and I came across it, and of course I had to keep you guys on it. I had to bring it to you guys because it's very interesting. And the reason why, it's because if the tables were turned and this was Harry and Meghan, they'd be like, oh, look how entitled, look how rude, how disrespectful are they to other people's cultures. But since it's bullying, people are awfully quiet about it. So the story first broke with the New York Times, and right now it's behind a paywall. We're not about to do that. And I also was on Tumblr. Yeah, I'm on there. I'm on so many communities that are pro Harry and Meghan. I am on so many, Reddit, Pinterest, just name it, I'm there. Yeah, that's how obsessed I am with Harry and Meghan. Don't tell anyone. But in light of everything, with this, I was on Tumblr and I saw discussions about this thing. This story, which I'll get to it later. But I also came across this Brazilian tabloid that broke this story as well. I like doing research, so I came across it, and I wanted you guys to get more context on what they were saying. Okay, so Brazilian chef rejects Prince William's vegan banquet. It's like asking Iron Maiden to play jazz. So in the International Business Times, Annelien Zogelman reports that a Brazilian chef has said thanks but no thanks to cooking for Prince William after being told his Earthshot banquet had to be vegan. So when a Brazilian chef, Saulo Jennings, received an invitation to cook for an heir to the British throne, he imagined serving dishes that reflected the heart of his homeland. Jennings, known for his deep respect for Amazonian ingredients and sustainable cooking, had one clear vision: to present the piracucu, a massive river fish that has become a symbol of ecological recovery in the Amazon. But when organizers of the Earthshot Prize told him the menu for the November 5th award ceremony in Rio had to be entirely vegan, Jennings backed. What began as a dream opportunity quickly turned into a cultural standoff over what sustainability really means. It's like asking Iron Maiden to play jazz, Jennings told the New York Times. It was a lack of respect for our culinary traditions and for the Amazon itself. Founded by Prince William in 2020, the Earthshot Prize honors innovation in environmental protection. This year's event, held at Rio's futuristic Museum of Tomorrow, will host about 700 guests, including heads of state, scientists, and climate advocates. For Jennings, being chosen as a caterer was both an honor and a chance to show that sustainability is more complex than simply removing animal products from a menu. He said he initially thought there had been a misunderstanding. He offered to include vegan options, but explained that including fish altogether would erase a central part of Amazonian identity. When organizers confirmed the vegan requirement, he began developing plant-based dishes inspired by local produce such as cassava root, jambu leaf, and Brazil nuts. By then, however, negotiations had broken down and he was replaced as a caterer. Jennings' frustrations stems from more than pride. For years, he has joined community-led efforts proving that sustainability and tradition can coexist. The piracucu, once endangered by overfishing, has rebounded thanks to conservation programs that regulate when and how it is caught. The fish now sustains entire river communities and offers an alternative to deforestation. Yeah, there you have it. So, yeah, this chef was not happy because William made a demand that make it all vegan. And there's a whole discussion and a whole dilemma between people who are vegan and people who are non-vegan. And I think the thing that people are upset is it's because William's history of just using things for PR. People feel like, oh, now William is vegan. You want us to believe William is vegan. We know he's doing this for PR. It's like, oh, let's save the environment, right? Okay, let's make it vegan. So that's how I get a lot of press. And I've seen a lot of people point out that, okay, he's flying out all these celebrities, right? He's bringing in tons and tons of high-profile celebrities. You have Shawn Mendes, you have Anita, and more. And a lot of people are interested in seeing those people, in seeing those celebrities. People are not interested in the food. don't get me wrong, this is no disrespect to vegans. I think vegans are cool. I respect that. But I'm just saying, people feel with William everything is performative. It's not genuine. It's very calculated, it's very photo op. That's why people don't trust him. And they feel like, I mean, it's this chef has a right, because at the end of the day, it's his country, his culture. And again, why I brought this story is because I know if this was Meghan and Harry, there will be a different tune. Be like, that is so rude. How dare you go to another country? How dare you demand these things? How dare you disrespect other people's culture? So that's why people are like, Willie, with his demands, it never gets old. And this is performative. And this chef is like, oh no. So this chef turned William down. It's like, no, I'm not about to do that. And I was on Tumblr and I had a few people discuss about this. Let me get it. I had a few discussions on Tumblr. So I'm on Tumblr. If you guys are on Tumblr, you can well go, search Royal Confessions. Yeah, they're really dope. And so they had a few people who submitted some comments in regards to this. So someone said, William had barely set foot in Brazil and was already making a scene. He invited an Amazonian chef to cook for the event, but interfered with the chef's culinary choices, saying he wanted vegan food instead of the typical dishes and Amazonian fish, which are the chef's specialty. In response, the chef said, I'm out of this. It was clear that William showed disdain for the local cuisine. Another one says, I found it disrespectful of Prince William to request a vegan dinner instead of letting Chef Saulo do his excellent work in his own specialty. The chef refused and demonstrated that the value and ethics of one's work are priceless, and that this holds true even if the request comes from a prince. Someone else says, William will host a dinner for 700 people, elite of course, next month in Rio. He decided to hire a chef who specializes in local cuisine, especially Amazonian fish, to prepare an entirely vegan dinner. This is disrespectful to the chef. If William wants something vegan, he should hire a chef specialized in that type of cuisine, rather than trying to alter someone else's work. Another one said, I found it embarrassing how William is handling the event in Brazil, which has barely even started. You don't change a chef's specialty or the essence of their brand. The excuse that it has to be a sustainable dinner out of respect for the environment sounds inconsistent, considering that the Brazilian host invited to take part is himself responsible for several cases of deforestation. It doesn't make sense. It seems more like disdain for local cuisine or a stage show of environmental concern. If this reasoning were taken seriously, they would also need to reconsider who was invited to the event. Yeah, that. Then I also have very few comments on that. Let me get them on it. I have very few comments on that on X. Hold on a little bit. So yeah. So Aral says, it shows William's lack of respect for the people and culture of the countries that host his fall climate event. He flies his paid celebrity guests via private jets to the event but insists on a vegan meal. Hypocrisy. H says, like they wrote tons of articles about Meghan and Emma's dinner, yet nothing on this. And then you have B says, who can blame him? Brazilian cuisine is all about the meat. Any greenery or salady bits are for display purposes only. Royal says, a woke royal family only highlights the detachment from the real world. Foisting his beliefs on others will accrue no brownie points. How I miss Queen Elizabeth. Jenny says, don't blame him. And then Pink says, he wants to keep up the appearance of saving the earth and environment. But lots of celebrities will be there. Why can't they eat fish? Then Pink adds, his fans are more interested in Shawn Mendes and artists than the actual Earthshot winners. He turned it into a concert because he's in search of popularity. Very, very true. So, my loves, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Emerald, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!